Hi guys. Hello. Hello everybody. Welcome to Sister Connection show, baby.
Hey, hey,
Yes.
hey.
Hey guys. So listen, y'all, we show up here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe we're in season 10 of the
Mm-hmm.
Sister Connection show, and y'all gonna really enjoy tonight's episode. So if you're watching us live right now, do us a quick favor, type in hashtag live. If you are watching this on the replay, type hashtag replay because we love y'all replay viewers. Okay, we love y'all
Yes, we
replay
do.
viewers.
We do.
Okay, yes. So, like I said, we have an amazing topic tonight. But before we get into the topic, we also have some housekeeping. We have a self care event coming up. Okay, we're gonna. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies are acting. Oh, hold on,
It
girl.
is that time of year, isn't it?
Girl, it's like
Allergy season.
my allergies are bad. It's bad right today. Like I was saying, we have a self care event coming up. And we're sort
Mm-hmm.
of doing our self care events a little bit different this season. Bring you guys some special speakers coming on, like last time. Have some special speakers coming on, and to give you guys more value, more insight, and more education on different things. Because we know with self care,
Let's
we give y'all special highs today, honey.
Mm-hmm.
With self care, there's so many dimensions of self care. You know what I'm saying? You got the mental, you got the physical, you got the spiritual, and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So for our next self care event, we would love to hear some topics and ideas that you guys would love for us to be able to share. I know, Tawanta, I actually had a call earlier with a client just right before I came on here, and
Mm-hmm.
she was talking a lot about um, uh, shiny object effect syndrome and how a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times, I took it as a lot of times women, life and business, we do fall into that shiny object effect where we may be focused on one thing, but then our gaze get put on something else. So I know that's something that we could talk about and address through self-care, but y'all let us know. Do you sometimes fall into the shiny object effect syndrome? I'm gonna be honest. I have done it in the past
Mm-hmm.
before, and even recently, where just fall into that shiny object effect syndrome. So let us know in the chat if that's something that you want us to discuss or be a part of our self-care events, so we can give you guys some tips, some encouragement, and some support as
Yeah.
well. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. So without further ado, honey, okay, we're gonna dive into all the things. Okay, hold on one second. I think there's a comment. What did Diane say, Therese? Therese is our show producer, y'all. I know last time we did the show, I was doing it, y'all.
She
I
said,
messed up everything. Oh, you like that, Diane? Okay, Diane likes that topic. Okay, we're going to consider that for self care.
"Oh, I
Wakita said
keep them
today's
right."
granddaughter's birthday. She is 7 years old. Oh my gosh, 7 years old is such a cute
Oh,
age. I
it
think 7 years old is such a cute
is.
age.
I
They're just
remember
discovering
when my
stuff.
baby was 7.
Oh my God, girl, don't you start, girl. I'm gonna start crying too because
Honey.
your daughters, honey. Oh my God, girl, you need to get your pistol license, honey, because they just
Baby,
gorgeous.
I gotta
Yes,
be on it.
girl. All you gotta do is pop it in the air, pop, pop. Oh, okay, let me stop, Miss Jones. Let's leave. Okay, I'll leave her alone, Miss Jones.
They already know. So
They already know. You already know.
they
Yes. Hello,
already
guys.
know.
Yes, come on in the room as you're rolling on in. Say hello. If you're watching live right now, type in hashtag live. Even if you've already chatted, just type in hashtag live, type in hashtag replay. If you are watching us
Mhm.
via replay.
Yeah,
So, Tawanta, share the topic so I can mount my phone up, honey, because I'm holding my phone. Share the topic with the peoples, honey.
yes. So tonight, ladies, we are going to be talking about something that we as women need to keep being reminded of. Ladies, you know you got it going on. Ladies, you know you are fully equipped. Ladies, you know what you got it, right? So our topic for tonight will be take what you know. Take what you know, girl. Take what you know. And I know you probably like, take what you know? What that mean?
Yeah.
Right?
What
Well,
they talking about?
yeah, right. Like, what do you mean? Like, take what you know, girl. We're gonna share some points with you, and once we share those points, then you be like, oh.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes, and Letitia and I, we just had the opportunity to talk. And hey, Facebook users, we talked about this last night, and so we
Yes,
were just like really hyped about this conversation. I think it's going to be a great discussion, and as again, ladies,
absolutely.
this is an open forum for all of you queens to go ahead and to comment below. Give us your story. Be
Hmm.
transparent as best as you know how,
Yep,
because it applies to all of us. And it's just to
absolutely.
remind us, it's just to inspire, to encourage, because now we're getting ready to phase out of spring and soon it's going to be summertime. And you guys
Yes.
know the season where is now schools are about to close.
Hmm.
Graduations has already begun. Prom
Yep,
is already happening.
girl.
So once that is done, then it's vacation time, right? And everybody, well, I won't say everybody, but the majority of people are going to be heading out to
Yes.
their, summer vacation place or what have you, and traveling, all that, which is all good. And then some of you
Hmm.
probably just going to chillax in your home or whatever and just enjoy your home, and that's
Right.
all good too. But while you are away or whether you're at home, this is the time for you to reflect on some things. Hey, Sonny. And this is the time for you to like really get your journal. I'm about to get my journal book out, but get your
Yes.
journal and your pen or and paper, whatever it is, and
Hmm.
start reflecting. Start, you know, recounting some things that you
Right.
have achieved, you have accomplished, or things you have overlooked.
Hmm.
Things you overlooked about yourself, not so much about
Hmm.
the things, but more about yourself. So that's
Hmm.
what take what you know is all about.
All
Okay, so
about it.
what you want to say, babe?
I love this topic because sometimes, and I was just talking about this earlier today,
Yeah,
sometimes we think we need all these things, and when we really have everything we need to get to the destination that we're going towards right now. So again, I love this topic. Make sure y'all participate tonight. Make sure y'all
yeah,
share this broadcast out, tag, share all the things, because we're going to get into it.
yeah. We sure are. So let's get started with the first point about take what you know, ladies.
Yes,
We need to go ahead and start taking that attitude. You have
yes,
that attitude, you know who you are. You know you are strong, you know you are powerful, and you need to not be afraid of the attitude. And I'm not saying the negative. I'm talking about the positive attitude. There are
yep,
sisters out here today that, we have seen and we have witnessed. You may have people like that in your family. Forget about the ones on social media. We applaud those sisters. But what about
yeah,
someone in your family or somebody that
yep,
you have known for a minute that really had that strong attitude, that willpower, that determination, and that they, no matter what came their way, no matter what happened, they still had the positive attitude that they knew they had something great inside of them, that they were going to persevere, they were going to accomplish it, their goals was going to come to fruition, and all those things. So, ladies, you have an attitude. Use your attitude. You
yes.
used it for the negative. Now it's time to use it for the
Mhm. For the
positive,
positive, amen.
right? What you got to say, Tish?
I love that. I like you were saying, attitude is not always a bad word.
Yeah,
You can have a positive attitude about your business. You can have a positive attitude about your life. You can
yeah,
have positive expectations, you know what I'm saying, that lead you into having that positive attitude. So when you're thinking of attitude wise, transition from the bad to the good. I think a lot of things that we do is all based on mindset. So it's all based on how we are feeling.
yes,
So the attitude
yeah,
comes from your passion. What are you passionate about? That
mm-hmm,
what is something that you have going on right now, that you can launch, that you could talk about, that you could start. Some of you got a virtual talk show that you want to start. Some of you got a program you want to launch, a
mm-hmm,
promotion
mm-hmm,
going on. You have so much that you have, and sometimes we feel like we don't have a lot of time to do things. And yes, time does go fast. I mean, it's 2023. We're already in May, like the middle of May.
mm-hmm,
Um, but get yourself in order. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Check your attitude. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the attitude that you have now is it going to be something that's going to lead you into success in the next 10 years, right? I'm
yeah,
so excited on who Tawanta Jones and Leticia Campbell's going to be, in 10 years. Get more excited about that and start working towards that by having a great and positive attitude. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And I want you ladies to comment below and just let us know about your attitude. Have
Right.
you noticed the change with your attitude? Have you
Right.
noticed that now you are more verbal?
Yes.
There maybe have been a time in the past where you were not really comfortable in speaking your
Right.
truth. You've been kind of timid with that because of
Right.
you being shy or because of just previous incidents that kind of held you back. But now
Uh-huh.
that you have learned, you have grown, you have experienced some things, you have conquered, you know, uh, have your attitude has helped you,
Right.
to become more noticeable. Like, listen,
Right.
I'm here now. I'm here, and I'm not going to allow anyone to run over me, to walk over me, to say things about me when I know
Yes.
it's not true. Please
Right.
post that. Let us know.
Post it. Let us know. Has
Yes,
your attitude made you become, like what you were saying, more noticeable, Tawanta? Are you becoming more aware of your emotions now? You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Are you taking them more seriously? And I understand, me being a wife, Tawanta's a wife as well. Sometimes we, put our feelings and our emotions and our positive attitude and mindset on the side burner and focus on kids and family and relationships and things like that. So let
yeah.
us know in the chat. Are you becoming more aware now of what you want to do, what Wakita wants to do, what Diane wants to do, what Sunny wants to do, what
Hmm.
LaShawn wants to do? You're starting to become more aware of what it is you want,
Hmm.
versus what you just have to do for the time being. So just let us know in the chat. Absolutely. Good question.
Absolutely.
Good question.
Yes. So let's move on to our second point tonight, ladies.
Yes,
Take what you know,
dream.
take your dreams. Ladies, we all have dreams. And I
Yes,
know
we
once
do.
upon a time, there are dreams that we had, we thought it was impossible for it to ever come to fruition.
That's
And
right.
some of us put our dreams on delay. We put it back in the back burner, because
Yes,
we
we
were
do.
dealing with the circumstances and the problems that was so heavy and so weighted down that we just assumed that that dream is never going to happen. That opportunity is never going to come my way. I'm not going to flourish in my business. I'm just going to
Yep.
stay stuck in my rut and this, that, or whatever. But no, ladies, that dream is meant to be birthed out. Okay.
Yes, it is.
If any of you who have kids, you know about when you go through those Braxton Hicks, right? The Braxton
Oh,
Hicks.
yes.
Child, you think you about to give birth, but then the doctor tells you, nope, it's not time. You're just going through the Braxton Hicks, blah,
Yes.
blah, blah. But you still got to be mindful that time is running out for you, and that baby is soon going to come before you
Yep.
know it, right? So it's definitely the same thing concept with your dreams. You having these dreams, you having these visions, and it comes to you every now and then, like the Braxton Hicks, and you like, oh my gosh, why am I still thinking about this? I got
Right.
it in my journal. I've been praying about it and everything, but yet I'm still afraid, or yet I'm still like, I don't know if I want to put myself out there, like the tough teeth time, right? That kind of stuff or whatever. But yes, you need to do that because it is a God given dream. It is a God
Yep.
given vision. And He
Yep.
has a purpose for that dream and that vision. And He believes in you enough that He gave you that gift. He gave you the ability
We
for
sure
you to
did.
take that dream and execute that dream and that vision to go out, because it's not for you, it's for the people. It's for
Yeah.
the people that He has assigned in your direction, in your path, to be blessed and to also be inspired
Yes.
themselves, that they too can accomplish their goals with the dreams and visions that God has planted in them as well. So you take what you know, you take that dream and just
Yeah.
go with it. Take little at a time. And I know Leticia has definitely expressed this to her clients up teen times about dreams and goals and opportunities and all those things, and not to be stagnant in that, but
Yep.
just to move forward and just see what happens from that point on. What do you think, Tisha?
Absolutely. And as you were saying that, I wrote down that you don't know when it's going to be your time. And this is
Yeah,
why we have to be consistent. This is why I've been talking a lot about building momentum. I think
yeah,
in life and in business, it's essential that you stay consistent at something.
Mhm.
Okay. If you're
Mhm.
good at staying consistent at several things, that's great too. But
Mhm.
stay consistent at something, because again, you never know when it's going to be your time to shine. You never know when it's going to be you, whenever you're going to fall into the season of the overflow. So don't just not do anything. Do something. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Do something.
Absolutely.
Show up. Post consistently, follow up consistently,
Yeah.
engage consistently, show up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's success right there. Successful people. The reason why people are so successful in this world is because they show up. Okay, no matter how they feel, no matter what they're
Mhm.
going through, no matter anything, no matter about their past. We talked about that on the show a few times. They
Mhm.
show up. So
Mhm.
the biggest
Mhm.
way to accomplish your dreams, wants, and aspirations is to build up that momentum, because you never know when it's going to be your time to shine. LaShawn just said the dream I had for my life was not what God wanted for me. I had to say yes to God. Amen. That's right. That's right. You got to say yes to God. And when we say
Yeah.
yes to God, we're saying yes to so many different things. We're saying yes to so many different opportunities. So many, doors are going to be opening up for us when we say yes. LaShawn also
Mhm.
said our dreams and goals have to align with God's goals. That's true. And when we know that it does sometimes, and I want to go more deeper into that, because since I'm such a goal setter, and
Mhm.
I'm always
Mhm.
taking action on my goals, a lot
Yeah.
of times God will only take you to only wants you to get to a certain step, right?
Mhm.
And then from that step, he'll give you that next step. Like sometimes it's when we think we have to have all the moving parts and all the moving pieces together, and sometimes that doesn't really work out that way. And if it,
Mhm.
for some of us, if we did, it will get overwhelmed. There's so many steps to this. There's so many
Right.
processes to this. There's so many loops and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like as we're moving, then we're more getting in line with what God wants us to do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because if He already given you the passion and the wantingness for something, you
Mhm.
got to pick up the baton and move. You
Yeah.
know, for you
Mhm.
to really
Mhm.
see whether or not what destination you want to go into. So I try not to always question so much on how things are going to work out and how things are going to. I was getting ready to plan my next event recently, and
Mhm.
this is early May, mid April. I'm sorry, and I'm like, oh God, I'm nervous. I don't want to launch this. I don't want to, I had the desire to, but then the nervousness and the scarcity started to come up.
Mhm.
So then, I started to watch a video, and somebody said, just put it out there. Like, you're going to figure it out later. And
Mhm.
I felt like that was for me. Like, God aligned. That's why I'm glad LaShawn mentioned alignment. God aligned that video with me, because I already had the wantonness and passion. And as you go have that, you go out there and seek what it is that
Yeah.
you're looking for. And so when the person said on the video, just do it, and you'll figure it out. You always figure it out. I was like,
Mhm.
I'm just doing it. Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes the imperfect things are the things that, really uh comes to be the best thing ever.
Mhm.
Hey,
Mhm.
Facebook user, sorry we can't see your name. Let us know what your name is, right?
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's all I have to say about dreams. I can go for days about this.
Yeah, but I'm glad that LaShawn had put that comment
Yeah,
about
me too.
the dreams that she had. That was not God's intentions for her.
Right.
She had to say yes to what God had for her. And there's a lot of us sisters out there that are still holding on to a dream that would never happen because it
Yeah.
was not meant for you to have. It was not
Yeah.
meant for you to execute in that. And especially when it comes to relationships. A lot of
Yeah.
us have dreams of being with that forever love or that forever person or whatever. And that person is only there for a season at that time
Right.
in your life. But of course, life moves on and what have you. But you see
Right.
that person lost interest or that person don't want to have a extended relationship or whatever, and you feel like, but I know that's
Yeah.
supposed to
You want
happen,
it. Yeah,
you
you want
know.
it to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, and and I'm telling you, ladies, don't hold on to that because it's just a vapor. You
Yeah.
holding on to it and it just disappears. It just disintegrates right in your hand, right? Because it's not meant for you to hold on to.
Yeah.
It's not meant for you
Yeah.
to have that person or that job or that that career or whatever it is,
Yeah.
for you. It may look good, it may felt good, it may sound good, and it was like, oh, this is perfect.
Uh-huh.
God says, no, I have something better.
Something else.
Right.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah. And
something
isn't it
better.
amazing? Such an
Yeah.
amazing feeling. Y'all type in yes in the comments if y'all agree. If
Mm-hmm.
you're living a life that's meant for you,
That's good.
that's an amazing feeling. Honestly.
Yeah.
That the
Mm-hmm.
life you want to live is a life that was meant just for you. Let me
Yeah.
know in the comments. Let us know in the comments if that's
Yeah.
something that you like. Wow, that'd be a great, great thing.
Yeah. LaShawn says, I've been reflecting on what type of career I should have and why I didn't have it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're not supposed to have a career. You're supposed to be doing something that serves people and makes you happy at the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She says, yes, living in your purpose is a blessing.
That's
Mhm.
right.
For
That's
sure.
right.
It is a blessing. It's a blessing to be a blessing to others for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. And going back to
Absolutely.
LaShawn's comment, I strongly believe
Hmm.
that all of us is right where we're supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay, so it's never like a why didn't something happen or why didn't something come to fruition. You're
Hmm.
always right where you're supposed to be. Now, what's your
Hmm.
next move?
What's your next move? Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think
Hmm.
I mean that's how I feel. You know, I used to
Hmm.
work for corporate and try to go for certain positions and didn't get it, and try to go for certain ranks and didn't get it, and I had to
Hmm.
come to terms with that was not for me. Even though I wanted it, even though I felt that through my education, through my years of experience,
Hmm.
that's what I'm supposed to have. But at the
Right.
end of the day, it's sort of like, no, this is what was meant for me. I was meant to
Hmm.
be a full-time mom, full-time entrepreneur. I was meant to be this.
That
And
is
now my
so. I'm
next
glad you
move
said that.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, now my next move is
Oh,
something else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. We gotta watch like sometimes.
thank you.
Who's that?
My husband.
Ah, he always my always my husband bring me some food. That's so
You was your husband.
so sweet. Today he was like, he was like, you want some
Like,
corned beef? I was
and,
like, no. And that meant that he wanted me to make him some corned beef. But
oh, that's the hint. That's the hint.
yeah, he was like, you want some corned beef? That means I go in the kitchen making some corned beef. So everybody says that's so sweet in the comments, please.
Oh, LaShawn, no. She said,
Oh,
thank you for this because
Rashawn, you
today
want me to
I
call you tomorrow,
understand.
girl? I'm
I
gonna call
need
you tomorrow now.
this.
I'm gonna call your landline.
And Diane, she also had commented, she said, ladies, I needed this.
I want some corned beef.
You want some corned beef? You
Yeah,
want
I
some
made
corned
corned beef
beef?
today, y'all. He's like, oh, you want some corned beef? I was like, I don't want no corned beef. He's like, oh, I go in there making some corned beef. Yeah, that's so sweet. Give that man some credit. He gave a whole plate, honey. What is that, chicken and rice?
No, it's pasta that he actually made last night, some fettuccine and chicken. And then he also does like a sweet and sour chicken as well. So he got two different varieties of chicken.
Whoa, he gave you choices, honey.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
so you
pretty
better,
sure
you
it's
better.
good because he does good with the sweet and sour chicken. It tastes really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Everybody say that's so sweet.
No,
I
Sean
know
said I love
Sean
corned
loves
beef.
corned beef. Everybody love it. Everybody want corned beef. I'm not a big fan of corned beef, but I'll eat it
Me
every once
either.
in a while. I'm not a big fan. I don't know
Mm-mm.
why. I think it's us Northerners. I really,
Yeah.
I'm really not into it
Yeah,
as
I'm
much.
not into that corned beef stuff.
Uh-uh.
Not really.
But I'll eat it sometimes.
Every once in a while, I mean, I might have it, but and that's rare because we don't even cook that. I mean,
Exactly.
he has
Yeah.
though when and he did that when he was having that fetish, I guess, with
Yeah. Yeah. It
cabbage,
comes and
corned beef, and
goes.
yeah, yeah, I had corned beef hash.
I like corned
Now,
beef hash. I do.
yeah, now I like corned beef hash, but I haven't had that in years since I left Morgan State.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
because
been a
that
long
literally
time.
now the can is like four something a can now. It's so much money now.
Oh,
It
child,
is.
please.
Yeah, and I gotta
No.
make three of them for all these kids. I gotta make three
Oh,
kids. Yeah,
wow.
it's like
That's a
yes,
lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
girl, but
fire.
they be tearing it up, honey, scraping the pan and everything. Corned beef hash with eggs,
Good
okay?
cabbage is so good. Yeah, yeah.
Hot
The corned beef
gas.
hash with eggs is good. That's what I had it when I and with
They be mixing it
sometimes with
together.
grits too. With grits
Oh
is
no,
good
I don't
too.
like no, no, I don't
You
like
don't
that.
like grits? Okay.
We talked about
I
that on
missed
the
it all.
afterglow. We're gonna have the afterglow, y'all. So y'all come on with it. Y'all think we fun on here? Join us on the afterglow. Teresa's gonna be popping the link in a minute.
Oh
But
man. But I
I
had wanted
can't.
to add on about the dream. When you had mentioned about you being a wife and a mom and everything, for me, when I graduated from college,
Right,
I had the idea of what I wanted to do. And I wanted to teach, but I didn't graduate with a teaching degree. I had changed my
right,
major because I made a dumb
right,
decision at the last minute. But
right.
I pursued on that. I said, well, you know what? I really do need to do this because
Yeah.
with the degree I have, it's not happening as fast as I want it. But
Right,
I
right,
never in my wildest dreams thought that I was going to spend half of my life being a
right,
stay-at-home mom.
right,
And
right,
that was something I was just not 100% prepared
right.
for, because I've seen that, with other moms and stuff. And I understand, I'm going to be home with the newbie for a while and all of that, but I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
expected it was going to
And
prolong for
years and years and years. Like
exactly.
that was infallible in your mind. And
Right.
I was on the other side of this of where I went to college for a degree that I got, but when I left college, there was no jobs for it. So just imagine, you throughout the years of going to college, you have this career in mind and this position in mind and the income potential in mind, and you graduate, it's like that position is gone because back
Yeah.
in what 2008 the stock market crashed, so a lot of
Right.
people lost their jobs. So it's like we never sometimes get what we expect, and this is
Yeah.
why my father, rest in peace, used to say, when we tell God what we want, he laugh at us because we never know where we're going to end up. So we just got to trust the process and just show up. But
Yeah, and that's what I had to do because
yeah,
honestly, I was just like, okay, so this is how it's going to be like for my life. I'm just going to be a
yeah,
stay-at-home mom, da da da. But I had to understand that it wasn't just because of me just being a mom, a stay-at-home mom. This was ministry. That's
yes.
really what it
Look
was.
and
It
look
was
at you now,
ministry.
like girl. Y'all know, can y'all please congratulate Twonta, honey? She has got her what is it, ministry license? Oh,
Yeah,
honey, she is confirmed, honey.
I'm
Okay, so we're gonna think of a title for her because she ain't giving us no title yet. We see what we'll call her. So we want to call you, So please, everybody, please congratulate her in the chat for her us because this
Oh
was a
Lord.
long process,
Yeah,
honey.
long
Okay, we
process.
appreciate you.
Truthfully, yeah. So let's go into number three. And I know
Number
what you know
three.
what there were other comments when we
Oh
was
yeah, let's pull them up.
on the first point. Teresa, if you could go back a little ways because we overlooked those two comments from our sisters, and I just want to backtrack on
Is
those
it this
comments.
one? I pulled this one up. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, definitely aware of what I want, and more importantly, aware of the purpose that God has destined for my life.
Good.
Hmm. And there was a couple of more, if not one more, I think either before or after her comment.
Yeah, it probably was after. Hold on.
Yeah, because we definitely take your comments at heart, guys. We want you guys to know we hear you, we support, and we are here to just encourage you. Yeah, I saw Diane's. Yeah, she said she
Okay.
needed to hear this for sure. And Diane, we all need to be reminded, okay? Like I said, we definitely need to be reminded. She said, hello, I finally got a chance to get on. I pray all is well with you
Oh, we
beautiful
saw that
ladies.
one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I guess that was
I think that's it. After that is all. It's the corned beef. Corned beef. Corned
okay.
beef.
Okay, cool.
Everybody want corned beef tonight. I ain't got nothing left, y'all. That part is clean.
It's
Okay.
clean.
Yes. They love it.
Oh
These
my
kids love
gosh.
the corned beef.
So let's move on to our third step. Our third step. Our third point is your step. Take what you know, ladies. You have the power in your feet to keep going, one
In your
step
feet,
at a
honey.
time. You don't need to rush anything. You don't need to feel rushed, but you have to take that step forward versus going backwards. Because a lot of times we definitely like to reverse our walk. We want to make a U-turn and just say, no, let me go back and see what I missed, or let me go back because
Right.
that's where it was more safe and it was more comfortable.
Yes.
But that's a dangerous spot to do, a dangerous thing to do, because if you
Right.
fall back, you go back, you're going to get comfortable and you're not going to move. You're going to
Nope.
be like on vacation, but it's going to be that staycation. You're
That's
just going to
right.
be living there for a little bit too long than what you need to be. So you
Yes.
need to
Amen.
just know that you have within you to take you that step forward, right? Because God
That's
has
right.
already ordered your steps.
Yep.
It's already confirmed. It's already
Yep.
solidified. So
Yep.
why would you not want to take a step forward,
I
knowing that
love
God
that.
has already solidified and confirmed your steps? Your steps are ordered by God. So you
That's
don't
right.
need to be concerned about, oh my gosh, if I move forward, what's going to happen? If I move
Yes.
forward, will I have the support? You're gonna have support. You're
You
gonna have
are
it whether or not somebody's there or not. God is your number one
right.
supporter. Just make that clear, right? And He will bless you with those who will support you. Because guess what? The people that's already in your business, they are not designed to be in your next level. They're just not meant to be there. So if you're already having conflict already with people like that in your life, girl, don't even waste your breath on that anymore. Okay, because they cannot go with you. And even if you did bring them with you, they won't be able to understand. They won't be able to understand
Yep.
the level that God is taking you right now. And you don't have the time or the energy to try to explain ABC 1, 2, 3 to them.
That's
You just
right.
don't that's draining. That's
It
that's just
is.
that's crazy, right? So you're gonna have to learn how to just take that step one at a time, because you have it in you. You
Right.
take it and you move forward and just enjoy the process, the
Right.
growth, the new entry of what God is introducing to you through this journey called life. And
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, you would not be disappointed.
So true. Someone mentioned that they cannot see any comments, so we are using StreamYard. Hey, StreamYard! I got my duck StreamYard. I'm going to post a picture tomorrow. They sent me a little StreamYard duck. So we're streaming on StreamYard. So we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, we're on Twitter right now. So if you're not seeing all the comments, it's because you may be just on one platform. We're pulling comments up from every platform. Okay, so don't worry
Mhm.
if you're not. That's why we put the comments up so y'all all can see it. But I wrote
Right.
down two things.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
well, three. The first thing I want y'all to do is I want y'all to write in the comments, "I am not desperate." Desperate. Type in the comments, "I am not desperate." Okay, type that in the comments for me. While y'all do it, I want to say this: you are going to get to your destination whether you have an audience is applauding you or not.
Woo!
If you stay consistent at what you're doing, if you focus on a goal, create a to-do list, track what you're doing, get stuff done, you are going to get to wherever goal or destination you want to get to, even if you don't have a support system right now. Because that's just how God works. Because at the end of the day, when you get to the top or to the next level, she dancing over there, God wants you to give him credit. See, sometimes when we have too many folks around us, we think, Kiki and them, child, they prayed over me, and Chichi and Ray Ray, honey, they came over and helped me out. He
Offering.
wants,
Come
yeah,
on. You preach that right there. You come on now. Come on.
yes, I am not desperate. So another thing I want to add to that, and I'm gonna come back to around to the "I am not desperate." So if you haven't put in the chat already, put in the chat. Is this: you don't need an audience, you don't need all these pretty things. You just need to be yourself. My son, who's about to turn 16, was asking us, "Mom, can you share some pickup lines with me for girls?" And I said, "What?"
You said that for real?
Yes,
Oh my
I said,
goodness.
be yourself. And I want to tell y'all, I think somebody needs to hear this. Be yourself.
That's
I
it.
show up every day being
Please be
Leticia,
yourself. Woo, go.
being crazy, can't pronounce certain words. I mean, all the things. Pregnant, not pregnant, all kind of stuff. I showed up being who I am. And that's the easiest way to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to the desperation part.
Come
Okay.
on.
Don't operate with that desperate spirit. Okay. Don't operate with that. I have to have it now. And I have to operate in the now. Because you're going to
Wow.
look like a fool. Okay. Everything in life is a process. Everything
Right.
in life. Sometimes the process is going to take you a month. Sometimes it's going to take you 20 months.
Right.
But when you want things so fast to speed up, or if you're like, oh my God, if I hadn't been doing it, I would have been different. Oh, that means you're in that spirit of desperation. And I just want to tell you guys that being desperate ain't cute.
Yeah.
Being desperate ain't healthy.
Right.
If you are not enjoying who you are right now, it's so interesting because for ever since I had Tori, which was about 2 years ago,
2 years.
I've been
Yeah.
trying to lose weight. I've been trying
Right.
to lose weight. I'm trying,
Right.
but a lot of times I had to sit back and think, if I'm not happy with the now Leticia, I ain't going to be happy with the size 8 Leticia,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be
Mm-hmm.
so
That's
whatever you
good.
are, however you look now, look in the mirror and say, man, I am cute. I am beautiful. I am worthy to be had,
That's right. Wow.
devoured, and all that stuff. Okay? That's what you need to do. So build that confidence.
Yes.
Stop operating in desperation, because in the day, y'all, that's not the spirit that God wants you to be in. He wants you to be relaxed. He wants you to be calm. He wants you to
Mm-hmm.
enjoy every day. He wants
Yeah.
you to, if you wake up every morning and you feel like, oh God, you got to change that attitude. You got to
Yeah.
change that attitude. So again, you're not desperate. Don't operate in desperation. Don't be around desperate people. That's another thing. Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, be just sometimes we gotta be in stillness sometimes to really reflect, breathe, you
Mm-hmm.
know, relax and understand
Mm-hmm.
that life is a process. And that's
It
all it is.
is.
There's some things that I'll be like, oh, I want it now, and I said, Tisha, stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not what God wants you to be. That because when I was operating in spirit of desperation, it made me more stressed,
Right.
right? It made me make poor decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I echoing?
No.
Okay. It made me make poor decisions. It made me depressed. It made me question myself. I mean, all these things, y'all.
Yeah.
So just be who you are, however you are, because you're
Mm.
beautiful. You have everything you need, and be yourself.
That's it. That is
Be
so on
yourself.
point. Mm-hmm.
And
I
that's
love
it.
when you said
However it
don't
is, because
act
there's people
desperate.
out here that's gonna love you for you being LaShawn, or
Mm-hmm.
Diane being Diane, or Sunny being Sunny. They want to
Mm-hmm.
see you.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think we get so caught up with time. We get caught up with the fact that things are just moving too slow. We want things
Right.
to happen so right away. But here's the thing: when Naya was getting ready for her prom, and I was just reflecting while I was watching her and her friends helping her get dressed and everything. And I even told her, I said, I just remembered when I held you, when I,
Yeah.
at the hospital. I remember when I brought you home. I remember when you were just toddling around. I remember when you
Mhm.
were, you were just walking and running and all of that. I remember when you
Yes.
started school and all of that.
That's
And now
right. I
here
love
it
that.
is. Yeah.
Yes. And just as you're saying that, all of you who have children, or you are a mother-like figure to
Mm-hmm.
to children. Time is slow, but it speeds up. What you just said, Twonta, was amazing because, like you said, you remembered them when they were babies, but now you're
Mm-hmm.
looking back, wow, time went by so fast.
Yes.
But really, it went by slow. But the fact that they're are older now, it's like I feel the same way about my 16-year-old. I remember when I
Mm-hmm.
pushed them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
time has
Mm-hmm.
gone fast. So this is why
Mm-hmm.
we have to just live and enjoy every moment. Because if we try to speed things up, what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Almost like when you're pregnant. You can't have a
Yeah.
baby before 40 weeks. So what's gonna happen? Lungs is not developed. It
Mm-hmm.
won't be able to live. So if you
Mm-hmm.
do speed something up, ladies, and
Yeah.
off of that spirit of desperation, it ain't gonna live.
No.
Everything you create, everything you launch, and everything you put out there into the world, you want it to live and build legacy,
Mm-hmm.
right? It
Yeah.
ain't gonna do that if you're working in desperation. It's
It
gonna
sure
fly,
ain't.
but then it's gonna go like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
why sometimes people say, "Well, I did show up and nothing happened," because you was trying to be desperate, fly, and boom, crashed.
There you
When
go.
you think of who you
Mm-hmm.
are and whom you're going to be in 10
Mm-hmm.
years, now you're just enjoying the ride. You're being
Mm-hmm.
consistent, you're showing up, you're being present, you're learning new things, and you're
Yeah.
enjoying the process.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, ladies, continue to showcase, tell us, yeah, turning 17.
You
I mean,
want to
17,
thrive.
27. You
Yeah,
want
you
to
want to
thrive and
thrive
not just
and not
survive.
just survive. Yes.
So
Don't
don't
be
be
desperate.
desperate. Absolutely. That is powerful what you said about that.
Yeah.
That is so powerful because I think a lot of times we as women, we don't realize that we are desperate. We
Yeah.
don't realize that we are in that position of like, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. You
Yeah.
understand it, and not being patient enough. Because here's the thing, in due time, that's God's time.
That's
We
right.
gotta
And
understand.
don't you think that more people, if that's the case, that more people then need to work on their faith?
Yeah,
Because if you have the faith, it will be no
yeah,
desperate because you already see
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
like the people who developed Las Vegas, they
Mm-hmm.
went in the middle of the desert before there was ever even Las Vegas, and the person
Mm-hmm.
stood there. He said, "I see Las Vegas." You know how powerful the thought of seeing. Like I've been to Vegas before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
huge place,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that somebody sat in the middle of the desert when there was nothing there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he said, "I see it."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the mindset we all have to have. That's faith right
Hmm.
there. Don't know
Yeah.
how it's going to happen. Don't know. It
Don't
didn't
know
have a
how. Yep.
brick,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but he saw
Mm-hmm.
it. So I want y'all to understand that having that faith is saying, I may not see it in the physical,
Right.
but I see it in my faith.
Mm-hmm.
I see it in the spirit. And just praying off of that, y'all,
That's the truth.
that alone is going to make you show up and be like, I'm crunk today. I'm
Yeah.
listen. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't had no coffee. I didn't have no Red Bull. I'm crunk
Mm-hmm.
today. I'm scared, girl. Girl, I want some of that plate, honey. You got me over here hungry and everything.
I'm swarmy, y'all,
I'm
but
jealous, honey.
people thought,
I'm gonna have your hubby talk to my hubby, and they get,
yeah, this is awesome. Now, let us know how you feel about this. What we have already just shared with
yes,
you. Let
please.
us know if this is really helping you. Is it helping you to rethink? Is it helping you to really, look at yourself a little bit differently? Because life happens, and again, we don't really think about ourselves too much. We really don't. We get so caught off guard about other things and other people. But like I said, you matter. You are very important, and you
Yes,
really
you
can't
are.
you can't do no service to others if you don't really start channeling
Minister
yourself.
to yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
minister to yourself. So let's go to the fourth point, ladies. We got this, and we got one more after that. So take what you're knowing. Who are you? Who are you? Do you know who you are?
Yes.
That's the key question. Do you know who you are? Because
Yes.
if you do, then baby, then the steps that that we just mentioned, your steps are ordered. The
Yeah.
second thing is, do you know who God is?
Yes.
Okay, because we
Yes.
can say I know the Lord, but God is in my life and da 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 da. But do you
Right.
really know Him? Meaning, do you have a
Yeah.
relationship with Him? Are you familiarized with what He has already done for you years past?
That's right.
Okay, because if you know what you know about him and what he has done and what he can do and what he will continue to do, then you should not have a problem or issue to be confident knowing that your future is going to be bright. Your
Say that
future is
again.
going to be amazing because you
That's
know
right.
who God is and you know
That's
who
right.
you are in him.
You are. That's right. That's so true. And those of you who are questioning who am I and how do I define that? A lot of
Mhm.
times we go on YouTube or social media, we look for positive affirmations. How many of y'all love affirmations? I know I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel like my one of my clients, Dr. Carla, mentioned this last night on one of our meetings. She said the best affirmations is affirmation that's already written in the Bible. You know, there's tons of God's affirmations over you. There's
That's
tons in
true.
that Bible talking specifically about you. Those of you who are watching this right now, in the sound of my voice, that He
Mm-hmm.
already marked for you. So if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what those are, go on YouTube. I shared a video in my client groups this morning. I said, and I just put a video for all of God's affirmations that's written in the
Right.
biblical Bible, and there's tons.
Right.
Okay,
There's
so
tons. Yeah.
the I ams and all that stuff is already in there. So
Yeah.
when we say those biblical affirmations every day, and let that be part of our mantra,
Right.
it's almost like you're slowly pushing yourself out of drowning. Because sometimes we
Mm.
feel that way. Some days we feel like we're just drowning. Everything's above us. We're not above any. We're not ahead of
Right.
anything. We're behind.
Right.
Start speaking God's affirmations over your life because there's tons. Someone said very encouraging and a reminder to not lose focus
Mm.
on what the facts. Or lose focus on the facts that we matter, and none of us are here by accident, but
Mm-hmm.
for a purpose, and part of that purpose is to live and enjoy life. Yes, this is
Mm-hmm.
the day that the Lord has made. I'll
Mm-hmm.
rejoice and be glad in it. This is the evening that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it.
Mm-hmm.
Rejoice. Would that be rejoice? Rejoice is celebrating. Rejoice
Mm-hmm.
is you. Oh, yes.
Right. Right. Enjoy your
Rejoicing.
life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy
Yes. Be glad, be
the
grateful, all that.
blessings that He already has given you.
Yes.
You don't need to go and overwhelm yourself with things that is not of
Nope.
value, that is not of importance. You have it
Tell them,
already
girl.
in your inner circle. You already have it.
You already have it.
That's why you need to know who you are
Yes.
and whose you are, who you belong to,
Yes.
right? It's a wonderful thing to finally be free to know who you are as a woman,
Talk about it.
as a woman of grace, as a woman of virtue, as God's daughter. It's a wonderful feeling to know that,
That's
right?
right.
Because now you know that when the enemy comes and try to twist the words or say
Yep.
something, you know how to block it. You know how
That's
to
right.
use the word. God say it is written.
That's right. It
It-
is written. What does that mean? It's set in stone. Nobody
it's
can cross it out. Nobody can
exactly.
over it. Another thing is, this is one of the things my pastor was talking about on Sunday, is that
Hmm.
knowing yourself is also knowing that as Christians and as women of God, we got to walk in love. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I'm a true Capricorn, y'all. Sometimes somebody do something to me and I want to hate you forever.
Listen,
Okay,
I'm a
I do.
Libra.
But even today, something happened to me. I
I
said, you
put
know what?
you up.
I'm just going to say I'm sorry. I'm going to walk in love. And sometimes when you walking in love and you being a bigger person, you still get the door slammed in your face. And when
Mm,
that happened to me, I said, oh, and the guy said, no. Now I want you to pray. I swear to y'all, he did that. The guy did that to me today. I apologize for something. First slammed the door in my face, not literally, but mentally,
mhm,
right? And I
mhm, mhm,
pray for the
mhm.
person. You did what I asked you to do. Now let me get in the driver's seat now.
Come on,
Let me drive. Because you're just gonna hit a wall. You always have for what, 20 something years. Okay? 40 something years, whatever.
child hit a
And that's
wall,
what
hit
we
a
have to do,
tree, hit
y'all.
a child,
Yeah, honey.
messed their own
'Cause
self
I
up.
was
I know,
you know, he said, pray.
girl, baby. Oh man, how many times I've been throwing that white towel in the middle of the ring and say,
Yes,
"I'm
honey.
done," and he throws
And
it
I could
right
say
back
some
at
things,
me.
girl. I could be like, I would go way below the belt. Like,
Come on,
no, pray. I'd be like, all
woo,
right,
child.
I'm gonna
And I
pray.
think that's all of us. We know our
All of
triggers.
us. Don't y'all in the comments act like y'all don't do that too.
Come on, y'all. Come on, keep it real now, 'cause we blessing somebody.
Somebody getting up delivered tonight, honey. Somebody who coming to the altar tonight to
Come
admit
on. Okay.
that sometimes y'all be trying to speed up
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
punishment against
Mm-hmm.
somebody who did something wrong to you, and and God's telling you, no,
No.
you be the bigger person and let me do
And here's the thing, just be real with him.
it.
You
Yeah.
know, when he says no and you know the Holy Spirit convicts
And God
you,
for praise. Yeah.
you know, I'm keeping it real because I know me. I have my little temper tantrum and I
Yeah.
4 years old, but I come to my father just like when my kids were small. They come to me all upset and everything and whatnot. If I
Uh-huh.
said no, you can't do this, you can't have that, they'd be like, well, why not?
Mhm.
So that's how I am with the Lord too. I'm like, well, why
Woo!
not?
It's
Why
almost like the other side of you is trying to come out like you like no, like the Transformers when they go from car and then
Ooh. But the good news is that he loves us so much. He doesn't want
yes,
us to what's the word? Self-sabotage ourselves.
yes, because we gotta live with we always hold accountable for what we do,
That's
despite
the thing.
whatever somebody did to us. And
Yeah,
I understand people have probably done crappy things to all of y'all who are watching,
right,
but we are only judged on what we do.
right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's
Exactly.
go to number 5.
Yes, our last point for tonight, ladies. Yes, so the last thing, ladies, that you definitely need to know is that you need to jump.
Jump, honey.
You need to jump, baby. You need to go
Yeah.
ahead and take that leap of faith and go. You already
Um,
know what you got. You already know who you are. You already know what you can establish. You know what you can create. You know what you can build. You know, well, you know who God said who you are. So why not just go ahead and jump? Take that leap. Take that moment and go. Yeah, you might skid your knee, you might, hurt your little toe, whatever. But guess what? You're still alive. You're still breathing. Just shake it off. And you may have to limp a little bit, but you'll be all right. But just keep going. Take that jump and just go, because you never know how things will work for you. Just like we started with number one about the attitude, and the second one was about the dream. Yeah, that's what that is all about. When you take that jump, you are actually, activating your dream. You're activating it. You're making that vision come to life because
amen.
you decide to take that jump. Because now
Mm,
you know that I am more than a conqueror. You now
amen.
realize that I am resilient. You
Yes.
realize that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because
Yes.
I know what he brought me from and brought me through. He brought
Talk
me
about
out.
it.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I'm talking about. Do you know him? Because he
Right.
did not leave you there to die. He
Nope.
could have, but he did not,
We did
because
not.
there's still more work in you. There's still more blessings in you. There's still
Yes.
more gifts and dreams in you. So
Yes.
instead of you sitting here throughout the summer, just like, ooh, la da da, what's going to be like for my life, then come September. No, you need to go ahead and say, okay, here's the plan. I'm going to start now. I'm going to take step by step each day,
Amen.
and I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to take that jump and go with it and
Go
see
with
how
it.
things just blossom before your eyes. Before you know it,
Yes.
guys, before you know it, just like before I know of my baby girl Naya, from when she was a newbie, now she's 18, getting ready to
Oh.
graduate, God willing, a couple of weeks. Before
Oh.
you know it, you in a new season.
Yes.
You
Yes.
are reaping your
New
harvest.
chapter of life.
Okay.
Amen.
So just
That's
go ahead and jump. What you guys say, girl?
the thing is about jumping, y'all. Sometimes we are fearful of jumping because we're afraid we're going to fall down, right?
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
sometimes we have to jump and fall to build up that endurance, right?
correct.
It's like working out. You're feeling pain, but your body is now gaining, your muscles are getting stronger. You're becoming more, you have more endurance for the next
Mm-hmm,
for the next opportunity or for the next thing, right?
right.
And I've been saying this for years. You jump and you're gonna grow your wings on the way down.
Mm-hmm,
Right? Sometimes we don't jump because we're not prepared. We feel we're not ready. But you may not be physically ready, but you just may be spiritually ready.
mm-hmm,
You may be in certain rooms and positions, and that has happened to me, where you're in a more hierarchy level of a crowd or a group, right? And you may
mm-hmm,
feel like you don't fit the caliber to be in that type of position, but spiritually you're ready to
mm-hmm.
be it. Okay, so this is why I always tell y'all to still show up, still jump, grow your wings on the way down. If you jump and fall, you're just building more endurance for the next
Mm-hmm,
thing. Okay, but a lot of times
mm-hmm.
that preparation don't happen until you go. The
Yeah.
lesson won't come until you get started.
Yeah.
Even if you got started and stopped, get started again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your life ain't over. It ain't over till you what? 6 feet under the ground, right? We all know that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you're still above soil, that means you have another fight in the ring. You have another round to go.
Right. And let me add on to that
Go
too. I
right
was
ahead.
just thinking about it. You remember double dutch?
Yep.
How many of you used to do double dutch
So you know I
back
can't
in the
play no
day?
double dutch, girl. They used to have me turn a rope, honey, but I can never like jump in. But go ahead.
Yeah, me either. Cause you know why? Because I was afraid of the rope. I was
Yes.
afraid of getting hit.
Girl, I've been
Right.
hit by what a stitching cord, honey. So that thing hit me. Honey, my mom whooped me with that. You want me to jump in again? Oh, intentionally hit. Go ahead, Twonta. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you hear the sound, you're like, you
Trauma.
know, and they go,
Trauma.
and you're like, come on, girl, come on. What do you want to jump in? What do you want to
Yes.
jump in?
It's
Right?
going fast.
And it's going
You
real
got two
fast,
of them.
right? And I tried it numerous times. Double judges is not my sport. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
it's
just not
not. Give
for
me
me.
one
It's
rope,
not a
honey.
sport
I'll
of
do
mine.
a mean one rope. Like that's why I got bad knees. Oh my god.
Child, let me tell you. But those of
Mhm.
you who do remember double dutch, those of
Yeah.
you who know how to do the game, right?
Yes.
It's like it's a rhythm, and you
Yes.
just waiting for whichever side of that rope that goes up or that goes down, and you
Yes.
go ahead and just go right on in.
Right on
And
in,
that's how
honey.
life is. Life is a
Yes.
rhythm, and you got to keep going. You just got to find what is that right way to move in. You
Yes.
may get hit, that's okay. But guess
Yep.
what? Just like you remember back in the day in your childhood, you may have messed up, but you tried it all over again, right?
Yes.
You
All
and
over
your
again.
friends
Kids
took
love that.
turns.
Kids would. I'm telling you, it's like they're fearless.
Yes,
They go right
yes,
back in it again.
yes,
Y'all
yes.
saw me,
Get
honey,
right
when I
back
was at
in.
launch, honey. I was trying to bounce on the damn trampoline, honey, and busted myself up. The kids done that 20 times, got right back. I was like, no, I'm done, honey. I'm
Oh,
good.
you that video, you posted.
Busted my behind, honey. Yes.
Girl, you were down for the count. You was like, okay,
I was like,
okay.
no. I'm not going to, no. But other
That
kids,
was
they
so
flipping over
hilarious.
it. They doing backflips and stuff. I was like, no.
Yeah, yeah. But I hope you ladies are getting what I'm saying.
Yes, please.
When
Let
you
us know in the
jump, it's
chat.
not always going to be easy peasy.
Yes,
There's some people that can do that double dutch with their eyes closed and they do it so effortlessly. And
yes,
when they can, then they jump out and the rope is
right.
still going. You know what I'm
Still
saying?
going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There are
And a
people
lot of
who know
times
how
with
to do it
life
effortlessly.
is
Yeah.
right. Go ahead, love.
I mean, people know how to jump in and they know how to jump out without even disturbing the process.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But there's some of us that could jump in and we doing it, but yet we probably miss it. We
Yep.
fumble on our feet and we miss the rhythm and the rope
Right.
messed up and everything, get all tangled up and what have you, right?
Yes.
And you get a little
Yes.
frustrated because we all saw it in the playground or in the hood or whatever.
Yes.
We hung out with our friends and then we just gonna
Yep.
do it all over again.
You're
And
all
that's
over
exactly
again.
how life is. You just can't stop and just give up and say, no, I'm not ever doing this again because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get embarrassed. I don't
Yes.
want to look like a fool or all that other stuff. Been there, done that, girl. Just go ahead and
Been
jump.
there. Keep on jumping because life is not always about just winning. Sometimes
Right.
people would win at something, get good at something, and then they stop. I
Yeah.
really take life as just opportunities to say, okay, I got to this point. Now, what's the next move?
Right.
I got to this level.
Yes.
Now, what's the next thing? You know what I
Yes.
mean? If we just
Yes.
always focus on, I got to win, I got to get things perfect, I got to do better, I got to do, then that's always going
Mm-hmm.
to keep you stuck. You're always going to have that self-sabotaging thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate your wins, but also say, hey, what's the next thing?
Right. What's
What's
the
the
next
next
thing? Yeah.
opportunity? What's the next thing I need to learn or do or things like that? So this was a great conversation, y'all. And we
Absolutely.
really, we're going to get into what's news. Before we get into that, every time we do the show, we do something called the Afterglow, baby. When we come on Zoom, we hang out, we don't record it. So we would love to invite y'all to come and join us for the Afterglow right once we're done with this show, right after what's
Mm-hmm.
news. Someone pull up this commentaries for me, love. Someone said that's so good. Life is not always about winning, but learning. It's learning because
Mm-hmm.
again, sometimes we get the closed mind syndrome when only just celebrating our wins or only just celebrating our accomplishments, right? And
Yeah.
that's fine to get excited, but also say, like, what is that next thing that I need to learn, develop, get better at, accomplish, or whatever, because that's how you really are going to ultimately enjoy the journey. All right. So,
Right.
what's news, y'all? Let's pull it up, Teresa, for
Yes.
us.
What's
Okay, we got a good
news?
what's news tonight because we love watching, especially the younger generation with everything that they got going on. We can complain about them all we want, but they have so much temptation out there, so much. Man, child, listen, okay, but we love it when they're giving back. So I know all of you know who this young man is. Teresa's gonna pull it up for us, but he is really, really giving back in a major way, especially with a state that is I don't know, Los Angeles alone has one of the highest homeless rates, in the country, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we feel for all that, but um Teresa's gonna pull it up for us, but he is definitely I'm sorry, my husband texted me something silly. Anyway, what? Oh God, I lost the screen. Child pulling up his crazy text. Where is that? Where y'all at? Okay, here you go. Yeah, so he's giving back. So what he's doing, this is Jaden Smith, Will Smith, and oh my God, what's that woman name? We was just talking about her name. Jada Pinkett Smith. Sorry, y'all. I'm like, y'all know you're like, what is she talking about? Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's son, Jaden Smith, he just launched a vegan food truck for LA homeless community. I think that is amazing. So Teresa's gonna put the article in the chat for you guys. We're not going to really read in detail. Y'all can go ahead and check it out. But let us know what you think, because I know, Twonta, you and I were talking about how yesterday, obviously there probably is other organizations that's giving away food to the homeless, but a lot of times it's not the healthiest choices, you know what I'm saying, or the
Mm-hmm.
best quality choices. And vegan food is expensive, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, it ain't cheap,
Mm-hmm.
honey. Anything that says vegan is going to cost $1 or $2 more than the other stuff. So
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely awesome. What do you
It
think,
is.
Twonta?
It is amazing. I'm so excited for this young man doing this. And I was telling Leticia yesterday, I said, this is a great opportunity for other young entrepreneurs, like himself, to actually start pursuing their dreams and their visions of doing something great for their community.
Yeah,
This is a great launch for for a young adult. They may have some ideas of what they want to do, but they don't know how to get it started. And of course,
right.
Jaden, he's from a mega family, of course,
Yeah.
who his parents are, and that's all good and all. But you know what? I'm pretty sure Jaden had to work his way through this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. Yeah. There's
You
probably
know,
people
his
probably told him like, they ain't gonna eat no vegan food, or the homeless people. There's probably a lot of people that
yeah.
came and said it wasn't a good idea before he did it. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, I mean, because we look at this and we get a little discouraged too, because you're like, well, I don't have that kind of money like he does, or I
Yeah.
don't have, the support and of people that can help me get this thing started. Well, you start
Right.
with what you got,
Yeah.
start with what you
Or
already got.
get linked up to an organization like his or any organization in your state where you can help the cause. Because you don't have to be
Right.
the cause, but you could be the person that helps the cause. Y'all feel
Exactly.
me? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Hmm.
because there are people in that group that can do a little bit of everything. You don't have to be the
Right.
sole party of doing everything, because
Right. Right.
even though you may have the ability or the capabilities of doing it, but it would be
Hmm.
so much easier and so much less stress for you to have a group of people that can take care of the editing, that can take care of the marketing, that
Right.
can take care of what the finances or whatever else had needed that you need to get this dream, out there. And also, I like the fact that this is a vegan food, so that's healthy.
Yes. Very
That's
healthy.
healthy. He's thinking about, not only do I want to help the homeless, but I also want to make sure they are getting fed well.
Yes. Right. That's
That's
right.
the key thing right there, and that's important, because we're already dealing with a lot of people who are dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, and all these things, and being
Right.
established as homeless, people are not getting they're not getting food feed, fed properly anyway. They
Anyway,
just
yep.
take what they can take and just be done with it.
Yeah.
So this is a great starting point, if you will, for them. They could probably learn more about vegan,
Right.
about vegan food, how it can be a blessing to them and all of those
Right.
things
Right.
like that. You never know how this dream that he has launched could really take it to a whole nother level where he
Right.
can be able to help those homeless people to learn more about the importance of eating,
Eating healthy.
healthier food.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I think that's awesome. I think definitely the more opportunities and resources we give the homeless to have, because you never know, any of us can be a paycheck short, or
Right.
a bad incident short from being out there on the street and losing everything. So we definitely want to give him his credit, give him his flowers, honey, and say, you know what,
Amen.
he was doing any old thing with his money. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell by the picture, he got a little set of grill there, but he did say, you know what, I'm gonna give the homeless some better
And
food
that's good.
choices.
That's very,
Yeah.
very good. And I'm hoping
You
that
go ahead, young man.
I hope a lot of young men, and there's a lot of people, young and old. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that some of the celebrities are not contributing to the community, because I
Right,
know
right,
they are doing that. But
right,
this here to me is so much different
right.
versus just giving to charity and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He could
Just
do that
giving
all day
money.
long,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's taking it a step further. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? He's literally going out there in the streets and helping, and the homeless and all of that. That's, to me, that stands out to me more than
That's good. That's
anything.
a blessing, and they're definitely going to appreciate that. And we congratulate you, Jaden Smith,
Yes,
for doing your
yes.
thing, bro. Doing your thing. Keep
Amen.
it going, honey. But you go eat something, sir. Okay? Cause Okay. So,
We got one more. We got
one
one
more.
more. Yeah,
Okay.
I got one more. I just posted in. Therese, you can bring it up.
Bring it on up, sis.
Now, this one here is for you ladies. I don't know if anybody shops at Costco's. You
I
know,
stop
um,
here.
Okay, I just came across this article last week, actually. So Costco's has this new four berry pie that is like major on Instagram and social media. And they saying that this pie is to die for, it's the best, it's the bomb.com kind of thing. So I just decided just to showcase this to you ladies, because I know some of us do shop at either Costco, Sam's, BJ's, or all three, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are all about that fruit pie or a good, delicious homemade kind of pie,
Oh, I
and
love
if
a
you
pie.
are in the process of hosting a summer party or something to that regard, maybe this is something you may want to add to the menu.
Oh, I
Um,
love a pie, honey.
yeah. Now I'm not really into like all multiple type of fruit pies. I like apple
Uh-huh.
pie, peach pie, that kind of stuff. But like stuff like that, but
Uh-huh.
I'll be willing to try that.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
it
gonna
has
try it.
blueberries, strawberries. I think
Ooh,
blueberries,
gotta have
strawberries, and I think
raspberries.
blackberries in there. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna try that. What
Um,
do y'all think? Yeah. So I definitely shop at BJ's a lot. So I'm definitely gonna be
Me too.
checking over the pie section
Yeah.
next time I go.
So check
But
Costco's out, ladies. This is brand new. I've already been told that this has been sold out already, because
what?
because this is all over social medias, on Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. So they should have already got a
This is
stock
major
already
because
in.
we frozen pies, they're good, but they ain't like all that. Like it's ain't
Right.
nothing like a homemade type of pie. But the fact that this pie is sold out, that's
Yeah, I heard
that's
it's real
good.
popular, and it is $15 for this pie, because
Oh,
it's a
that's
deep
not
dish
bad.
and it's a big size pie. So
Uh-huh.
it's enough to really, to feel, people, who come into your party and everything. So go ahead and give it a
Oh,
shot. Try it out. Let me know how it tastes. Because, like, again, I would buy it, but I know my family probably won't eat all of that, to
won't
be
eat it,
honest with
yeah.
you.
You be
It
eating
would be
by
great. It
yourself.
would be great if they had like single servings, because I read that somebody had posted that when I was reading this. Someone was saying it would be great if they could just do a single serving,
Yeah, that'd be a good
that you
idea.
can buy individually, so you can at least test it out, as opposed to wasting your $15 on a pie that you may not like.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's for
Yeah.
all of those stores, Costco, Sam's, BJ's, just come up with individual servings and, you could buy it and try it out. And if it's the bomb.com, then, you could go back and buy that thing, invest that $15 or whatever cost it might be, and, and bless your family and guests and stuff like that. So, yeah, check that out, guys. And if
I
you're all
love
about
the
that pie
pie,
life,
honey.
that'd be
Yes.
good for 4th of July.
Oh yes, because that's popular. The apple and the mixed berries pies are like a
Yes.
popular dessert dish.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we are going to now. Someone asked how.
Oh,
Hold
how
on
do
one
we get to
second.
the after party?
How do you get to the? Well, it's called the afterglow, honey. Okay, but Therese is going to put the Zoom link in the chat for y'all real quick. Once she's done doing that, we're going to conclude tonight's show. So make sure
Mm-hmm.
y'all come back, join us for the afterglow. All it is open to all.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not recorded. We dive more deeper into tonight's topic, and we talk about also whatever y'all want to talk about. So it's a good time to just come and connect and meet some awesome like-minded women. So just come along and join us. All right. We also have an awesome Facebook group, bit.ly/sister
Mm-hmm.
to sister connection, that you can also join, guys, to get updates on different things. But yeah, that's how you join us in for the afterglow. So we hope to see you on afterglow.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, join in. Yeah.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Yes, I'll
Sister.
put it in the group. She
Okay.
was in the group. Awesome. Great, great, great,
Okay.
great, great. Teresa's
Awesome.
posted in our tribe. So
Yeah.
um, yes. Thank you, Therese. We appreciate that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to peace out because we got to go over to the afterglow and hang
Yeah,
out
yeah,
with y'all for a
yeah.
little bit. We ain't
And
going to
we're
be
not
on
gonna be
long,
on
y'all.
long either,
About
y'all.
30 minutes. All right. We ain't going
Yeah.
to be like, listen, we're going to 1 o'clock in the morning, honey. Okay?
No, 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 no. We can't do that. We can't do
Yeah,
that.
we can't. We can't. We can't. We can't. We love y'all, but yeah. Okay. But definitely come hang out with us for a quick bit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we'll see y'all next time. Remember, love on your sister. Bye,
Bye bye,
guys.
guys.